We're here to support Sergeant Maurice McCabe, who works out of this building here behind us. And again, can I just clarify that this is not an anti-Garda protest. This is an anti-Garda malpractice, anti-corruption rally. But the vast, vast majority of members of An Garda Síochána are decent, hard-working, upstanding members of society who go beyond the call of duty to help people out. But unfortunately, they have been betrayed by Garda management, and they continue to be betrayed by Garda management.
The root of this problem lies with An Garda Síochána investigating themselves. It's the same as somebody robbing a bank and going and investigating it themselves. The issue here is that we've had the Maurice Tribunal, and everyone knows what came out of the Maurice Tribunal, but the recommendations of the Maurice Tribunal have not been implemented. Now, reform is the word.
We have had I suppose, the honour and the misfortune to meet many of ye over the past number of months, to hear at first hand the tragic stories of incidents that happened to you through no fault of your own. Whether you might have been attacked, you might have been involved in a protest, one of your family members may have been tragically murdered, and you turned to An Garda Síochána for support, and all you got was grief. Amen. And they too ended up being on your back. Now that is just not good enough in a democracy.
What we have experienced over the past 14 years is the dysfunctional use of a police force, because a force that equates national security with the wishes of multinational oil companies, in this particular case Shell, which has been responsible for the judicial hanging of 9 people in Ogoniland in Nigeria, was doing exactly the same and continues to do the same in North Mayo, with the willing connivance of the police force, whom we call cops, not Gardaí, and their orders come from the top down.
Before I hand you over to Luke Flanagan, I just want you to hear from another man coincidentally called Maurice, who's been treated appallingly badly by certain members of An Garda Síochána, and this man hails from Limerick. Just briefly, before I hand you over to, or ask Luke to say a few words.
Come on,
Thanks, John. It's crazy, to be honest, what I've been through. But my allegations against the guards were for detectives in Limerick that had been drug dealing and involved in organised crime. The facts that I have are that detectives set me up with a shotgun, a firearm, falsely arrested me, and tried to pin it on me to give the illusion that I was involved in, as I was a gangster, a criminal in Limerick, which I am not. I have never been involved in any crime whatsoever, in no crime. I am not a gangster, I am not a drug dealer, I'm not involved in anything like that.
Every time we got to our feet in the Dáil to talk about this, Minister Shatter said we were trying to put down the Garda Síochána. No, we are not. What we are trying to do is create a situation where the Garda Síochána works as an organisation, and create a situation where everyone can feel they can trust them. If we are to have a real, truly trusted Garda Síochána, what should happen to people like John Wilson is they shouldn't have to lead the guards. They should be promoted. And I look forward to the day when we can say that we have a Garda Síochána led by who is now Sergeant McCabe, that he will become the head of the guards. Because then the public, when they look at the head of the Garda Síochána, will go, that is a man and a human being that lives by their conscience, and it's the only rules that matter to them. So well done to them. We're not there yet, but the light is shining through, and there is one thing for sure: if you never give up, you can never be bet, and we're never giving up. We're never going away.